Oh yeah, we're live. I wonder if you can be live and I can be live on my YouTube channel. Actually,
That's interesting. Need to find out one
this is a
day.
good question. We could do that. Yeah. No, I think if you host it, you can share it to your YouTube channel, not me. Anyway, hello everybody. Hello Anne.
Hi there.
So today we're going to discuss. We continue our talk about domestic violence, and we're going to talk about how to help yourself if you find yourself a victim of domestic violence, and if you live in Canada or in Russia, what can you do about that, right?
Right.
Okay, so do we start from Russia or from Canada? What do you think?
It could be Russia, actually. What I found,
Mhm.
it's not that great. It's not that much. So actually, there was even some sort of statistics that 24% of people face domestic violence in Russia, and about 60% of women who face domestic violence uh, don't uh, claim, don't just do nothing about it, mostly because they are afraid or they just don't want it to be public. I don't know. So what you can do? Firstly, you need to find some sort of a shelter. It could be your friend's house, or a special crisis center. It's great. I found that in lots of cities in Russia there are such crisis centers, but not in the town where I live currently. Yes, it's sad
That's a
because
bummer.
yeah, that's a bummer. Nothing to do here. So you can find a map actually on the site nasilio.net
Mhm.
and find the shelter, for example, in St. Petersburg, which is the nearest. So then you need to like go to the doctor and register all the injuries if you got ones, and the doctor will have to send um, a phone message to the police station, but no, you shouldn't leave it this way, but you should also ask him or her, them, to describe all the injuries and have your own copy, maybe notarized copy, like what sort of injuries you've got.
Oh my god, even authorized copy. Oh my god. So
No,
oh,
no,
what?
not notarized copy, but I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
you need to have some copy just besides this.
Yeah, because we know how police in Russia works, right? Like it's better to have something just in case in your own, drawer and stuff. Yeah. And I'm
Mhm.
sorry to interrupt. Can you please share with me the link on this stream right now, and I want to publish it in my social media.
How can I do this?
You just need to go to, or tell me like where your channel is. Give me the link on your channel, and I'll find it, because if we're streaming it right
Anna
now.
Loikos, domestic violence too.
Okay, 1 second. I'll find it on YouTube. Are you there in like in Russian, like it's called in Russian, or
No, 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 no.
in English? Okay.
In English, yes. Mhm.
N Loikos, I guess,
Anna,
right?
Anna. Mhm.
Anna. Okay. Oh, I don't know how your surname.
Mhm.
s- How to? I don't know your surname. How to? Yeah. Okay. So spell it for me, please. L-O
Here it is in the chat.
in the chat. Oh, you sent me something.
In StreamYard, in the chat in
I don't
StreamYard.
see. I don't see. Uh-huh. Okay, I see. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Because just
Oh,
explaining
I
my
can see. I can see.
hairstyle, I did not
Okay.
go to the hairdresser because I'm afraid that I had COVID and I want to get test first. I will do the test tomorrow to find out what it was, and I'm so like you see, law abiding.
Mm.
Yeah. So and I don't want to infect others. So I've scheduled this for this week.
You're very
Visit
good
my visit to
good
the
citizen.
hairdresser. Unfortunately, I know.
and can you
But
please?
maybe it could be the topic of our next conversation. I mean, this COVID thing here and there, because I'm so furious about it.
Yeah. Okay. So I think there is a do you keep a YouTube channel open right now on your computer? No.
No.
Okay, it's good. About domestic violence, like I wanna publish a post. Um, again, right now. Come and ask questions. Come and ask questions.
As if
It's
we are
fun.
experts. I mean, today it's a bit, it's
Okay,
weird.
I published it. Now it's on my contact. I'm not sure if someone's come, and to be honest, because like it was just I don't know. But anyway, it's cool, and I actually talked to you. So only 2 people from my friend list are online right now. So I don't count on someone can come. But you could also post something actually.
Yeah, I'll do it later. Okay.
Okay. Okay, continue. So you could find any shelter on the map. You have a map, and you can find a
Yeah,
shelter.
yeah.
And
So the shelter, the crisis center. Yeah, I've already mentioned this, and I mean this doctor, and describe all the injuries, and have the copy of this just in case, even if they send it to the police station. Um, well, after that, you need to like register a claim. Yeah, and actually, as I read, it depends on the seriousness of the injuries. If it's like slight harm to damage, it could be one thing. If it is serious one, it could be the other thing. But according to the law, it's like you can get the offender responsible for this for 2 years after this thing. But it was noted
2 years.
that it's very important to go to the police station on that very day, or just on the next day. If you don't, it could raise some questions in court, like whether you do this. And what's more, you should try to find some witnesses, even if they are indirect, which, for example, people who saw you the previous day without any harm, without any injuries. Um, so it could note, of course, if it was on the street and there were some cameras on, you should ask the owner for the.
You should ask, not the police. You should ask.
As far what I read is like yeah.
That's funny. So
Yeah.
you're gonna do some work for police,
Yeah,
right? Like
but
it's just you
actually,
can.
you can get some free help of lawyers on special sites. It's possible. It's cool. I forgot where exactly. I mean, I forgot, but it's possible. So I'm proud that. What else can I say? It's just when if it doesn't work, yeah, you can resort to European Court, yeah, of Human Rights, yeah, once one we discussed that time. And actually, I think that's it. What can you say about Canada?
Okay, first of all, I really wanna. Do you hear this noise? No. Why when I speak I hear this noise? It's really strange. Do you hear something? Is it? It's fine.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
Okay, it means that it's probably only on my end, which is all right. So first of all, I want to comment on the things that you just said because it sounds all right. It doesn't sound ideal. It's far from ideal what you described. But at the same time, we know how the system works in Russia, and on theory, it could be one thing, but in practice, like when you come to the police station and make a claim, they could do everything they can to just get rid of you and say like, oh, it's not
Mhm,
serious, blah blah blah, like,
mhm,
oh, you were guilty yourself, like don't do it, like don't provoke your husband, and blah blah blah. So this is really sad, and although we all have on paper we have some kind of defense or some kind of, I don't know, measure that we can use to defend ourselves, it
mhm,
actually in practice it doesn't work that great. In Canada it's different, but I have no idea how it works in practice. I mean, in theory it's different a little bit. I'm gonna
Fortunately.
yeah, I'm gonna tell about it.
Mhm,
But the thing is that how it works in practice, I have no idea. Yeah, as you said, fortunately, maybe there is also some flaws in the system. I don't know, right? So like I can only say from the as a person who like never faced it here. So first of all, like there are 3 or even 4 different levels of how you can defend yourself in this, like how you can help yourself in situation of domestic violence. First of all, the most like the emergency one is then it happens with you right now, and you can just call the police 911 like in the movies.
Mhm.
And someone would come, and it doesn't matter, like absolutely, like they're not going to sort it out right away. They just sign a restriction order for your husband, like for the person who abused you.
Yeah, in Russia there is no such restriction order, and that's a problem. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
what I
problem.
read. Mhm.
So they don't care if you tell the truth or you lie. It doesn't matter. They just do it right away, and they're gonna sort it out later in court with the judge. It doesn't matter. Like if you called 911 and said I am a victim of domestic violence, they come, they take your husband or whatever whoever abused you, and just you know separate this person from you, and you can be safe. And it's forbidden for him to just get closer to you, closer than like some amount of meters, which I don't remember, of course. And then after that, you have like in a couple of days or in a week, I don't know, you have a moment in court, like a small trial with a judge,
Mhm.
where a
Mhm.
judge can decide what to do next with that. So on this like hearings, they decide, probably there is some investigation happening between this moment of when you make a claim and the moment when you face a judge, probably, and the policeman, they probably testify or something like that. But anyway, judge make a decision what to do next with you. Or he can or he or she, they can lift the order, like they can lift the restriction order, or they can uh, extend it actually. So this
Mhm.
is number one thing. Second thing is that also, of course, you have shelters and stuff here. You can go to any shelter. It's 24/7 open for you, and you can get the shelter with your kids, with your animals, I think, as well, even
Mhm.
even with your pets and stuff. And also, if you, for example, were for a long time you were a victim of domestic violence, and then you get lucky to escape from it, of course you don't have any, sometimes like a lot of victims they are in the economical, how to say, like when for example they dependent economically from their
Mhm.
husbands or boyfriends, and they don't have any profession, nothing. So in this case, there are centers that help you to obtain new profession, to obtain new skills or something like that, or to probably restore some of your skills that you had in like in your previous life, and find a job. So this is also cool, because a lot of actually victims of domestic violence. First of all, Canada is a country of immigrants. There are a lot of immigrants here, and of course, there are a lot of people coming from the countries that we know women are very dependent on men, like
Mhm. Mhm.
Arabic countries and stuff. So very often they are victims because they don't speak English. They just can't do anything basically here. So and they don't have profession that can be translated, not
Mhm. Mhm.
translated on a like Canadian
Mhm.
environment,
Mhm.
new
Mhm.
environment. Yeah. So these centers, they help people like that to, I don't know, find like their feet on the ground. What is the expression is? Okay, never mind. Yeah. So yeah, and but I have no idea how it works in reality. No idea.
It's great. I mean, about this restriction order, yeah, that I mentioned. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that.
think it would help a lot in Russia, very much. Yeah. But again, and I think the main problem in all of this remains the same, is that very often the victim herself, I say herself because mostly it's women,
Mhm.
she cannot identify herself as a victim. She cannot even like say I am a victim. Actually, sometimes they don't believe it's possible. They feel guilty very
Mhm.
much.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
feel like, oh, it's like really shame to reach out to society, like to reach out to someone and say like, I'm beaten like by my husband and stuff. A lot of shame, a lot of guilt around it. So it's very, very difficult because of that. And you say like you can go and make a claim in Russia or here, but rarely, I think. You said it yourself, right? You gave some statistics in the beginning, right? You said like that a lot of
Mhm.
women just
Mhm.
even don't make a claim, don't do anything about it.
Don't do anything about it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But what's interesting, what I did not dig in is just about children. I have no idea how it works. And just imagining my own, just remembering my own case, I don't know what could have been done.
Oh, this is
And
just.
for example, in your case, what could have been done? Just
Whoa, with children is super complicated. It's actually very interesting. I would be curious to take a look like what can be
Mhm,
done
mhm.
here in Canada if you're a small child, if you're like not 21 or not even 18, what you can do with that. But I'm sure, I think here in Canada, if it's even more like strict here, if it's just if there is a child involved, it's gonna be even more strict than it's with a woman. But I'm not sure how it works in Russia because I think child is the least important um, member of
Member of
society.
society. Yes.
Yeah. For Russian authorities. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, like we laugh, but it's actually not fun
Mhm,
at
mhm,
all.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
To be honest with you, it's actually very sad. Yeah. Okay. Why no? Let's like add some optimistic stuff to this. So for example, I follow some activists on Facebook, Russian activists. There is a
Mhm,
girl called Alena Popova. Uh,
mhm, mhm,
she's an activist against, like, she's trying to push the law of domestic violence, against domestic violence in our government right now, with some other activists. Also, I know she's a advocate lawyer called Marie Davtyan, if you know her.
No,
she's
no.
she's pretty famous, and she also worked like, she, for example, was a lawyer for Margarita Gracheva. This is a
Mhm,
girl
mhm.
who was, right, with the girl who was cut off her hands by her husband. We were talking
Mhm.
about it, was the same.
Yeah, we discussed it last time. Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So like Marie Davtyan is a lawyer for this girl, and she actually, like, and she not only, she also a lawyer for Khachaturian sisters. You know, oh,
Mhm.
actually, on the
Yes, good.
example,
Mhm, mhm,
right? So this is like you were asking about what can be done if
mhm.
you're a child, and
Nothing.
this
Yeah.
is
Mhm,
this is what can be done. Yeah. Oh God, it's such a sad case, actually. You know
mhm,
about
mhm.
you? Are you
Yes,
familiar?
sure, sure. Yeah, I read, I heard about it. Yeah, all this.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the thing, and yeah, also, yeah. So like I still build, but again, this problem that I said is the main problem, is that the victims, they remain silent.
I
Yeah,
wanted to ask you one more thing.
yeah.
And if you suspect that there is some sort of domestic violence, for example, in your neighborhood, what can be done in this case?
This is
Uh,
interesting.
what I read is like one piece of advice is like you can put some phones of these crisis centers in every post box in the neighborhood, so that it is like anonymously, and still you help, you give some help. But otherwise than that, I don't know. I mean, what if it's not violence? What if both of them enjoy it? I mean,
And
it's such a
hon-
tricky thing.
honestly, I don't believe that anyone can enjoy something like that. The problem is only that
Yeah, yeah, sure. I mean, on some level, but still, I mean, if it is legal action, I mean,
I think the problem is only that you may think that you enjoyed that because you gaslighted and whatever, but
mhm.
it's actually not true, and you need to go a little bit, like, I don't know, just get separated from this to see the reality, because when you're involved in situation, it's very hard to see what's happening. I remembered about something. We went, I don't know, a couple of years ago we went to a restaurant, like local restaurant, and I was so surprised in a good way. I went to a bathroom there, washroom. They call it bathroom and washroom here, not toilet. No toilet is very important. And I saw it in the toilet. Okay, in the washroom, it was some kind of announcement or whatever, and it was saying like it read like, if you facing a domestic violence episode right now, if you cannot leave, if something happens happening right now, please come to the barman and say uh and ask for Angela, ask for like Angela, say uh can I see can I see Angela here? Nobody knows.
Wow.
Yeah, so once you do this, barman will help you. He would give
Mhm.
you the way out of the restaurant from the back, so you
Mhm.
can just escape, or he can hide you, or she, I don't know, whoever it is,
Mhm.
they can hide you there, and they can take care of the guy who is with you, or the person who is with
Mhm.
you.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, this is so good. I love it so much. It's just perfect. I even took a picture. I have it, this picture. It's really cool, right?
Such thing exists. This is marvelous. Yeah. Yeah.
This is just amazing. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And I've heard a lot of like some about some cases when women was seeking help through calling 1-1
Mhm.
and pretending that they are just ordering a pizza. I don't know if you heard about this. It's so funny.
No. No. No.
He's
No.
like, I don't know, like this the operator of 911, like, hello, can I how can I help you? And she's like, hi, I would like to just order two pizza. And they immediately understand that something's wrong, and like they start like asking like questions like what the
Mhm.
address, blah blah blah, what's happening, like how many guests and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really cool, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I made you sad now because
No, no, it's just I don't have much to say about it, just with the exception of what I have already said. And this is like, yeah, I mean, because we need to talk about immigration too one day. I guess we are thinking about it, but I mean, because yeah, in Russia it's gloomy, rather gloomy what
very gloomy.
things, things that go on.
I
And
know.
with the kids, I mean, just our previous conversation, I remembered one more episode from my childhood. It's not about me, it's about a girl from our yard. Um, just a very nice girl, uh, but from some sort of a family of alcoholics, actually. But what's more than this, she got cancer. I don't remember what kind, but it was severe, and she was in hospital for a while. And when she was back, we just heard in yard when her mother was crying at you, like, when you finally die, you. And I remember that when she went um, for a walk, yeah, we were with her, like tried to cheer her up. Finally, she died, like in a couple of weeks. But I mean, I remember what things she had to suffer. Yeah, I mean, her own condition and this condition in her family, and not. I mean, you see, what I don't understand is that everybody knew about it, and what people did, they just helped them with some things. I mean, sometimes with money, but I mean, it did not solve the problem that the girl was humiliated, and so it's weird. I mean, the point of view of people who lived nearby.
Oh, yeah, and I don't know. It's very complicated. I just remembered while you were telling about this girl. I remembered that I actually, when I was a little girl, I was friends. You frozen? Say something.
No, I'm
Oh,
here.
okay.
I frozen.
Yeah. So I remember I was friends with a girl, and my mom. This girl, her mom died, and she was living with her father, and the relationship was really strange. I was kind of noticing that, although I didn't understand. I was like really little girl, and my mom, she said once to me, like, I feel like this, like her father actually like fuck her. I'm sorry. sorry, it's not for 18 years old. And I'm like, okay, so like when now I think about it, I really think that it was exactly the case. I know that she's fucked up. Sorry, can I say bad words in the she's like completely messed up after her childhood. Right now she's like taking drugs. I don't know, maybe she's not alive already. But I remember it was really strange. He, for example, made her like walk lay naked around him and stuff like that. So it was uh oh, what did you do? It you didn't make
No,
titles.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's okay. It's really cool. We need to do that. Yeah. So and now I realized that probably it was the case, and nothing can be. My mom knew about it, you see, but she did nothing. Nobody did nothing. But it was very obvious that something was happening, especially for adults who like understand that sort of things.
Yeah, but why? I mean,
I don't know. And I mean, now I'm sure something would like go and make a claim, make a complaint or something like that. I'm sure. But at the time, I think we experienced at the time in Soviet Union, we experienced so many bad stuff that we so get used to it, and you just stop noticing it. Yeah, recently I've heard I've read the article about the girl who were involved in the what is called like the prostitution like but for the kids, what is called child. Okay, well, basically she was a prostitute, she was a sex worker. Now it's people say we need to say sex worker instead of prostitute, although it was just very hard to say that she was a sex worker when she was like 14. And she was involved in this, and I was like reading about this, about her friends. She didn't understand what's happening, again, not fully. And like it's beyond evil, it's beyond whatever. And like when it's just beyond evil, you stop, you just you like you're overwhelmed, you cannot perceive it as you know.
as reality, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
just
I mean, when it happens just near you, and I don't know, there is something even now. I mean, because the institution of family is supposed to be like people believe that for a kid it is better to be in a bad family than not than in a special institution. It seems to me that I just in majority of people here think so. Uh, because yeah, because actually they do nothing. But what concerns me, I'm not sure that that's the best option.
yeah, because actually in Russian in what is called internats, I don't know how to what is called internats.
No, it's like it could be children's homes or orphanages, children's homes.
Yeah, so I'm afraid that no, I'm not defending the option like to leave a child in a bad home, but at the same time I know how bad it could be in a child homes in a like that funded by government. It could be awful too. Could be not. You could be lucky. You can get lucky. You can get lucky, but it could be so also so bad. Like you just literally, it's impossible to choose between two evils. Just
But I mean, remembering myself, I mean, I know what should have been done. I should have lived separately earlier. I was stupid because I was told to tolerate by everybody. Like everybody said, "Come on, it's just a couple of years. Just be silent." It's and just what I told you. Nobody maybe took it so seriously, and everybody said like, yeah, just tolerate it. It could happen. Yeah, after that you would have your separate life. But I mean, it's so stupid. It could be done earlier because a lot of people of my age were living separately. Of course it would be more complicated, but I think I would have arranged it. And for now, for just I told you that I'm having a kid. Now I have weird psychological problems. I tolerate things that should not be tolerated. For example, just today, he was eating, and at the same time, just tossing everything around. And for like maybe 10 minutes, I was sitting still because this was my habit, just to tolerate. I didn't say anything. And only at the end, I said, like, come on, stop. This is so weird. And for example, in my situation, I think the best option would be to live separately, of course, because it wasn't uh, maybe because cruel the cruelest thing happened when I was like more than maybe 16, so it could be possible.
You said one thing which really like got to me. You said I was stupid. You weren't stupid, Anne. Like, please don't think so, because like you were the child actually. Like, I mean, 16. It sounds like okay, 16 sounds like more or less all right, but actually, this just even when you 18, you're still a child. Actually, I think I was a child, although I didn't think so at the time. I thought I'm just like grown up, like cool girl, blah blah blah. But actually, you have a very kid like brain, I would say. Like, you cannot call yourself stupid. It was adults who was stupid around you, who was saying those things. Like, this was stupid and they were stupid, but you weren't. I don't think you weren't stupid. You were
Thank
stupid.
you.
No, it's important, yeah, to know,
Mhm.
like, don't call yourself stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, I need to overcome this habit of tolerating things.
But now you're realizing it, and it's a huge step, because a lot
Yeah,
of
sure, of
yeah.
course, because yeah, it's cool. I'm working on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
sure.
people live in denial. They don't understand what's
Mhm,
happening
mhm,
with them.
mhm,
They just
mhm,
don't
mhm.
realize why they do things that they do. And, so it's really cool that you realize that. I think
I
we
guess
talked.
that'll be it for next time. I'm gonna have a good haircut.
Okay. Okay, I think we talked even longer than last time.
Longer than, oh, okay.
Yeah. You said
So
like, okay,
I'm gonna end it, okay?
okay, so if like I don't know if someone watches us, if in case someone watches us, thank you very much for watching, and join next time.
Join next session. Yeah.
Yeah. But can you stop being live, but don't go away from the room so we can discuss.